Now then, a chance to chart the rise of a potential British heavyweight star. Tyson Fury, there he is, 6'9", 18.5 stone. He was a top amateur. He won his one and only professional fight in spectacular style. His father too was a pretty decent heavyweight, and as Ned Bolting found out, young Tyson owes more to his old man than just his name.
Hang on, I'll get another book out.
Has he gone to get some?
There he is there. That's him when he's a little one. He's that small you can't see him. He's 6 months old there. Isn't there, look? Well, I'll go right back to a rainy night in August, 88.
8 weeks before his time, a fighter was about to be born.
Some doctor rung me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Goes to the hospital. They say he's being born. He's in the special care unit. And I think he was, what was he, about 1.5 pounds in weight or something, weren't you? Well, I looked and I had him in my hand. Picked him up, I put him in my hand there, look. So anyway, he looked at me, he said, what are you going to call him? After the heavyweight champion of the world, I said, Mike Tyson. He started laughing at me, his name's Tyson. That's me when I was a young fella.
But actually, the story starts way before young Tyson's birth. A bloodline of furies, Gypsy John, his father, a heavyweight pro and a fearsome street fighter. So to understand the son, you have to know the man who brought him up.
I had no education. Come off a working family, you know, young family, and all the kids was young and that, and what do you do for money?
What did you do?
Do you want to know?
Yeah, especially...
I fought amongst travellers. Travellers meetings, prize fights, pick-up fights. It's a brutal business. Brutal business. No brutal. You can get killed. And I've had bones broke, I've had my jaws broke, you know, teeth missing at the back. Real. When you're out there, you're a gladiator, my friend, and it's just you and him. That's the worst feeling in the world, and all you want to do is be safe and win and get paid.
You want him to put right the stuff that went wrong in your life, is that?
Probably,
Is that
yeah.
partly it? Tyson's tally so far, fought one, won one.
I like to get in there and have a tear-up. I'm not the type of person to run away scared. If they want it, they're having it.
I'm just looking at these other world champions like Michael Spinks. This kid would have killed him. George Foreman. This laddie would have boxed the head right off him.
Ability-wise, I'm 5 times better than anyone in the world at the moment.
Anything else?
World champion.
No problem.
Definitely.
Definitely.
As definite as you can be.
We made it. Shall I get the kettle on? This thing gets in the way of it.
You could have built the ceilings a bit higher in here, couldn't you?
They was all small when they was built, though. I didn't expect them to be 7 foot. You're born a traveller, it's in the blood.
I'm not going to try and be something I'm not. I'm going to be proud of what I am. And what I am is a traveller, Irish, whatever you want to call me. I'm here and I'm fighting for GB, and I'm going for it.
Nobody's ever remembered for having money. People remember for what they do in life. They only go down in history for what they achieve, and money isn't one of them. It's in Mike Tyson the other day, didn't we? Man's finished, he's potless, he looked a wreck. But yet you mention Mike Tyson, everybody still knows him.
What will you be remembered for?
Talking too much.
He looks mean and moody there. His dad talks a very good game, doesn't he? And you have to say he's a great prospect.
No question about it. You know, he's 6'9" and he's fast hands. I watched him in the ABA final. You know, watched him before that on YouTube and looked at him and realised that he is a very capable big guy. But there's a long, long way to go. We've got to be realistic about this. There's many's a guy started out with you know, high expectations and aspirations and fell along the way. So, you know, he looks very impressive. He's fast hands. He says he can fight. We've seen up to now that he can do it, but this is a very tough game, and some big tough hombre is going to drag him into the late stages, and then and only then will we know how good he is.
But he's got a tremendous record leading up to this. He says he's never been knocked over. He's worked all over Christmas for this one. He's in much better physical shape for this than he was for his first fight. And for a big heavyweight, I mean, the scene is just there for him to grab.
Oh, definitely. You know, the heavyweight scene's wide open in Britain, but like I said, he's had one fight. The jury's still out, but I'm very excited about the prospect.
Yeah,
him
so
as a
am I.
prospect, very excited.
Fantastic kid.
6'9", you know. Oh, you know, I really hope he's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope he has too, because we need a heavyweight prospect, and you know we've we've had a fairly lull period in the heavyweight division. It's very easy to get excited about him, but I'm just saying we've got to keep the lid on things until he does something reasonably good. Now, this guy's a good opponent.
Well, he's fighting a German, Marcel Zeller, who has got a record. No matter who the fellows are, he has knocked out 20 men.
Exactly. So you know, you got to be cautious.
Yeah.
You know, they're really throwing him in today.
Yeah.
You know, he's had one fight. How good is he? You know, they are throwing him in.
It. And okay, the 3 stoppages have all come inside the difference. The 3 losses that he's had have all come inside the distance, but that's besides the point. You know, 20 knockouts, it's a bit of a risk.
Yes.
We talked about Amir Khan and Marco Antonio
exactly
Barrera earlier.
Say.
This is a risk, and this game is all about timing and getting them in at the right time and picking the right opponents. But it shows you the type of confidence they have in him. They've seen him over there sparring in Ireland with that big Cuban heavyweight, and he's looked spectacular.
Sure.
So there's no doubt about it. He's very exciting, and this is a genuine risk tonight. So let's see how he does.
Okay, we will indeed. We're going to have a word with his German opponent. I have to inform you of this. There has been a bit of a row because he insists on wearing a kilt into the ring, and his name is Marcel Zeller.
Thanks, Jim. We're just going to have a word with the fellow who's fronting up to Tyson Fury tonight. Interesting fella. Marcel Zeller is his name. This is his dressing room. It's only the second time he's ever been to Britain. The first time he's fought here, but Scottish fans in particular will be very interested in this guy. There he is, the Highlander. Tell us about this kilt action, Marcel.
Yeah, well, my father I never met him. He died when I was small boy, a few months. And yeah, that's why I wear the kilt.
He was
That's
Scottish.
one reason. Yeah,
he was Scottish, and this is your tribute.
Yeah, sure. And my first trainer for the first fights was half Scottish. His father was in the Scottish Army, and we thought about what can we do for the audience. The audience has to remember me.
Well, they
And
can't.
I saw him one time with the kilt, and I told him, "Give me a kilt, and I fight with the kilt." Yeah, that's the story.
Now, be honest. Do a little bit of shadow boxing for us. You can move okay in that, can you? Is that not a silly question? Yeah.
Have to talk with you now, or no?
Just don't hit me. You know. Just yeah.
KO.
But the kilt feels okay. The kilt feels okay. It's
Yeah,
you know.
it's confident.
Okay.
You have to ask you.
I know. Yeah. Oh, my wife. Yeah.
Skirts are. I feel confident. It's a skirt, you know. It's got a skirt, a kilt, but it's a skirt. You have to ask your woman.
I'm not going to ask you what's underneath it. What I am going to ask you is, can you win tonight?
A real Scottish doesn't wear anything under his skirt.
That's why I wasn't going to ask you.
Okay.
Final question.
Yeah.
Seriously, can you win tonight?
Sure. I'm a knockouter. 21 wins, 20 by the way of knockout. I can. If I win, just one guy goes with me over the rounds. When I win, I knock him out, or I lose. But I don't think about this.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
To the Highlander.
Thank you.
There you go, Jim. Some character.
Absolutely, Gabriel. There'd be 1 or 2 people out there who Gabriel's interviewed who'd wish he'd landed that left hook, I'd have to say.
That's right. I love that. As soon as he came back at Gabriel, do you notice how quickly he got good footwork?
Yeah.
He moved back like a bullet. But that was very funny. Very funny. Yeah.
And a very, very confident fella. You've never fought in a kilt, have you?
Never fought in a kilt. No. But
I've seen some of your get-ups and they've been
But
like
I was going to say they've been a bit close.
they're all right.
They've been close.
They're my design.
Split
my
with a
design.
leg
That's
and
it.
all of that sort of
That's
stuff.
it. You look good, you fight good.
All right.
That's what I say. But no, like I say, you seem very happy, very confident. You
Lovely.
know, looking forward to it.
Okay, let me just